What's up, guys? We're gonna BroBeatzTV, and today I want to take a look at one of the oldest plugins in FL Studio, which is AutoGun. Now, AutoGun is one of the most bare bone plugins in FL Studio, so I thought it would be cool to do a video on this and check it out. You can't even really, to my knowledge, you can't even really like check presets or make presets. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can't even do that. So I wanted to check it out. A lot of these sounds are really good for like trap, but you know, at the time of using this plugin, most of us probably weren't even good enough to even understand like what a chord was, right? So we're gonna try to make something with this today. But yeah, some of these sounds are really cool. As you can see, I'm not gonna go through every single sound. Like this sound, like that one sounds really cool. Actually, I probably should use this one, but this is just kind of like a demo. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it and we'll get started with our little melody. Make sure I'm gonna actually save this. I don't know if I can, but let's go ahead and get started. Looking for a deeper learning experience? Check out our courses over at Producer Portal. And if you're new to producing, the Ultimate Beginner course is perfect for getting you up to speed with the rest of us. Now let's jump back into the video. So here's our first sound, this genuine synthesizer. I believe this is the name, or maybe this is, I can't really check it, but as you can see, that is the name of the sound. All right, I'm just grabbing a scale real quick. What's some I haven't used? This is like a G. It doesn't really matter the scale, but I just use it so you can see the exact notes. Boom, close that up. So we can start with our melody. Obviously, we're gonna throw down some chords. I'm gonna shrink this down a bit. Let me see. I kind of want to go for like an odd type of melody here, so actually, I'm not gonna follow rules really. I want to play around with this. We do this, right? We pull that back down. We get like some weird vibes. So let's take this note right here and I'm gonna pull this down. Okay, and again, usually most of my videos, they're very formulaic in terms of like how we create chords. Like, you know, you make a chord like this, right? You pull one up, right? But I'm just kind of going by ear, just kind of having fun with it. I'm playing around with the plugin, so I'm gonna keep building this out. And then I wanna build into my next chord, and this is an easy way you can make melodies. Is just make a chord, and then at the end of the chord, just kind of make a quick little melody at the end. So how we could do that is we can take this note, and I'm actually make this a little bit larger because we have a little bit of space, just so you can kind of see more of what's happening. Take this note, and then we just start with this, and then we can just return back to this note. Boom, and then we can start on our. Why does it keep doing this? It's so annoying. All right, there we go. And this can kind of be the start of our next little part, right? So as far as what to do down here, there's plenty of tricks you can use, but honestly, I'm a fan of using your ear a little bit. But if you want to cheat, you could take this bottom note and make a chord upward, so it's like in harmony. And then from here, you can just make sure these aren't doubling. And then, yeah, you could just do something like that. Yeah, and I think my mouse is broken because it keeps doubling this up. And then boom. Actually, let's add another one. Something like that, right? And then we can make a chord backwards from here. Boom. And now we kind of have like a little melody we can mess with. I'm gonna copy that twice. Or I guess not. All right, so we got our first chords down. I'm gonna just pull these back a bit, just so it's not perfect. All right, so those are our chords, very simple, and everything else we'll just add on top just to kind of complement this. And with plugins like this, usually you want to add a lot of effects, but I want to kind of keep it bare bones. So it's going to sound a little weird. You know, you're probably used to a lot of high processed melodies and stuff. So I want to try to keep these close to like the original sound. So let's go ahead and move on to our next melody. Now we're moving on to our second sound. Now I'm going to do both of these together. So we have this one, and then we have this preset, and I'll just zoom in so you can see the presets. But yeah, that's the first one and second one. And the reason why I'm doing these like together is because I don't want to have like melody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I want to just kind of have it split up. So I'll just do like melodies 1, melodies 2, so you can click through the vid. So let's get in here, and I'm gonna just use my ear and just whatever note I like, I'll use that first. I think I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna pull it up though. All right, and let's pull this down. I'm gonna go down until we hit like the G. All right, just do a little go down 5 trick or whatever. Let's pull this down and let's see what that sounds like. I didn't even notice this. All right, that blends nicely. So for our second sound, we have this one, the shy vibe. All right. Now one other key thing with autogun, for at least for me, is you need to turn this down. Now a lot of these, they don't really do anything. They just turn the volume up is what I noticed. So I made sure to turn these down a bit, so they're not at 100%. But yeah, if you want them to sound like decent, but at max settings, these kind of sound awful. So just make sure you pay attention to that. So with this one, let's cheat a bit. I'm gonna go here, and then what you could do if you really are struggling like coming up with stuff, you could just copy this, or just any chord or any notes here. You can copy these, paste them, Shift D, and then just move them over. So I'm gonna pull this up a bit, obviously, and then let's move this down, and then you can just like pull these out, right? So you can like do something like that, and then obviously, I don't know, let's do it. All right, and that sounds fine, and we'll just I don't know, we could do like something different over here. Let's do like this. Okay, I like that. Sounds pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move on to our last two. So now we're on to the last little parts. So I'm gonna just kind of blast through these because it's the same type of thing. I'm gonna just do them without explaining them too much. So here's our first one here. This little icy texture. You can see the name. And then second one, thump. Okay. So yeah, we'll use these, throw them in. And I'm gonna just use the same like melody we used before, but just like obviously like put it at a different octave and stuff. So we'll do something like this. You have us a little lead in there, and then I'm gonna change this to 1/4 so we can get like this jazz little part, little groove in there, and then copy it over. This is the most annoying thing ever. Okay. All right, that one's done. Let's do the next one. Let me see. I kind of want to play off that little melody. And let's go a little bit. And now we're just kind of adding these little accents and stuff throughout. But you can obviously add effects, right? Like what we're doing right now is like the most bare bones things ever. But of course, you would try to add some effects to it and like manipulate it and you know, really do some heavy processing to make this sound a lot better. But I think yeah, I like that rhythm a lot better. So yeah, I'll just play the melody one time through and we can get started with the beat. So all right, so let's go ahead and do our low end and then we'll do our drums. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the low end, so our 808s and kick. I just went ahead and copied this sound to this one, just so I don't ruin the end or like the final version of the beat for myself. So I just use like a more low-key sound. So yeah, here are the drums I'm gonna be using for this. Any of the sounds you want, I'll leave a link in the description for them. Of course, is the Purgatory drum kit. Okay, it's a newer drum kit. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. Let's of course, we're gonna start on our D sharp because that's the first key we use. And I'm gonna just kind of create like a little rhythm here. And then we're gonna go to C. It's very simple, right? Okay, I like that. And then over here, I'm gonna just add a little variation. I'm gonna just do something like this. All right, I like that. So now we're just gonna go ahead and copy this over here to these. And then for the kick, you wanna Alt K, right click on that C, and then make sure that they're like this. And I'm gonna delete some of these. Oh wait, we're playing two 808s at once. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do this 808 real quick, and we could just, this can be like, I like using two 808s nowadays. I just think it just sounds a lot better. So I'm gonna just cut this, just to have bounce between two 808s. Or like if there's a different part of the beat, you can use a different 808. So I'm gonna just do this. Let me see. Okay, so they mix somewhat. I think that's good. So that's the low end. That's what we have. I'll just play it with this. I kind of like it with this sound, but you know, we'll just use what we currently have. All right, so let's go ahead and throw in those drums. Now let's go ahead and quickly get these drums done. So what I'm gonna do real quick for this is I'm gonna mute everything and I'll just kind of switch it up a little bit just so it's something different to listen to. And I'm gonna put this back in just so it sounds good with our drums. But what I originally wanted to do was like basically bounce between both of these 808s here. But I'm gonna just leave it bare bones because I don't want it to get like too complex, right? So We'll throw that back in, and then yeah, we just, I mean, it's very simple, right? Like these drums, you just layer. If you feel like your drums are weak, layer them, right? That's why I kind of use a lot of drums, just so I could do that. But I kind of like that. I'm just pan this. I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We'll just play like the originals here. So yeah, we're gonna do the hi-hats now. Pretty simple stuff. We're just gonna add a little bit more energy to it. I'm just leave it like this and just copy it over. And then at the end, I'm gonna just add a little something like, you know, I don't know, just something like that. I'm gonna copy this. That might be too low, honestly. So I'm gonna turn this down, and then I'm gonna offset them a bit, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. All right, just to add something to it. So yeah, that's it. I guess we can copy that. And we'll just play all these all together, and I'll just switch between some of these sounds as we play, okay? This is a little too much. All right, and that's gonna be all. Again, with all of these sounds, this is like extremely bare bones, and of course, like with these old stock plugins, like it's not gonna match the modern day sound, right? So what I would do from here, and I'll just leave it like this because it's just how the plugin sounds straight out the box. I would definitely like put these in like a bus, or not a bus, but I would definitely manipulate these, do some heavy post-processing, you know, use some gross beat, maybe try some reverses on there or something like that, or like, I don't know, just manipulate it. Like that's what I would do as my next step. But I think as far as exploring this plugin, this video is done. I think I like the beat so far. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.